Where's the dog? Rambo. Oh, oh my bad, bro. Bit heavier than I thought. What's going on, boys? Welcome back to the vlog. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys can actually see me because I have my hand kind of covering up the lens here. But we have a bunch of stuff going on today. Right now we are heading to Soul Speed. If you watch one of my old videos, you'll know that's where I went to get my M3 aligned. They're like the place to get cars aligned here. They're awesome. Ooh. So we're heading to Soul Speed in the S2000 to get this finally aligned. This is like the stuff we're getting done today is kind of like the finishing touches on this thing. We're getting the car aligned, which is awesome. It needs it more than anything. I mean, it runs great as is. Everything feels great. It just really needs an alignment. And then after that, we are going to drop the S2000 off to get the soft top installed. I can do a lot of things. A soft top is not one of the things I really want to mess with. So I'm dropping it off to get the Robin soft top installed, which should be done by Monday. And it is nice and early, and hopefully we don't have to battle traffic. So, let's go. Gotta love convertible life, boys. Well, a little bit of an adventurous day. So, first things first, I got the alignment wrapped up over at Soul Speed for the S2000, and here are the specs. So you can see they went, well, what'd they do? 2.2 up front and 1.8 in the back. I kind of wanted a little more in the back, but I'm just gonna run with that for now. It's really not hard to adjust camber on this car, but you know, since it was just aligned, I'll probably just leave it like this for now until I get maybe like the upper and lower control arms that will allow it to be adjusted further. But for now, it handles great, it rides great, everything's good with it, so I'm just gonna leave it as is. And then I went to the spot that was supposed to install my soft top, and I dropped the car off, and you know, I forgot to ask them how much it was gonna be because I was getting the same quote from every place that I called. It's around 600 bucks to have it done. Five to 600 bucks. And I dropped the car off and I went back inside and I asked them, I totally forgot, how much is this gonna be? And they said it was gonna be like $1,200. So I quickly said, you know what, this is my fault, misunderstanding. I wasn't aware that it was gonna be this much. I'm gonna take the car and look somewhere else. So this is where she sits now. She's back. Everything is good. Alignment is good. Everything, I mean, there's no rubbing anywhere. Everything feels great. I'm completely stoked with it. Now, one thing I did order was this Alpine head unit. And if you remember from my E36 build, which you may or may not, but I'm not totally concerned with music, but I do like to have it. I do like the option. I do like the availability. I like to have at least something decent in there. So what I'm gonna do, I already took out the factory unit. I know absolutely nothing about radio, about audio, about electronics like that at all, nothing. So I have the factory head unit out, and it's clear that there's some wires going to the speakers that are behind these seats and in the trunk. I think I have the keys here. Yeah, so there's all this crap that has been in the car, and you know what, to be honest, I'm not entirely sure what it goes to or what it came from, but there are speakers behind the seats, and those are aftermarket. Those don't come there. So I'm assuming those go there, but the other thing I'm curious about is what door speakers are in here, because the door speakers feel like they've been blown. They don't sound good at all. So what I'm gonna do now is pop off one of the door panels just to see what's behind there, to get a better picture of, you know, what I might want to upgrade, or if I need to upgrade something, or what's back there anyway. So that's what I'm going to work on now. Well, you're always learning something new when you take apart a used car. There's no way this is a factory Honda speaker, because A, they didn't even use the factory mounting points. They literally just drilled into the car door itself, which I have no idea why they would do that. The only thing I can think of is someone upgraded the speakers and then sold it. But before they sold it, they just wanted to put something super cheap in there. That's the only thing I can think of. So this car definitely had a system at some point, for sure. These weren't even plugged in. What? Why weren't those plugged in? And why are there so many gum wrappers back here? So, neither of the speakers that were back there were plugged in. And then there's this, which I don't know where that is supposed to be, but I don't know why it's not plugged into something. I don't know where that would go. Alright, so here's what we got now. I took this panel off and have the wires that are coming from, or in the trunk, being ran here. It looks like they're being ran through the carpet, probably to right there. So I'm just going to peel that carpet back. My goal here is, obviously I'm not going to, let me try to do it this way. I'm not going to be installing a stereo system right now, because I don't know what the heck I'm doing. But I would like to get it as easy access for whoever does install it. All right, boys, it's been a few days. Actually got stereo stuff installed, well, kind of installed. So he installed the new deck, the Alpine deck, and I took that out because I'm basically rerouting some stuff, but then he installed some Focal speakers, and he made these brackets. I'll put some pictures in the video and show you what he did there. And then he wired up these speakers back here as well. So what I'm going to do now is just go through and put the interior all back together. If you've seen it before, well, there's a million videos on S2000 interior, so I'm not gonna bore you with how to do stuff. It's all just clips and stuff like that. But I'm gonna get the S2000 interior put back together, and then I actually have some more stuff on order for this. So I may leave a few things undone, but first things first, let me get this back together so it's not just chaos. All right, boys, got the interior put back together. Everything is looking good. I'm just gonna give it a nice little interior bath. Probably not today, probably tomorrow, but everything's looking good. And you know, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna put this video out just because I didn't really do much. I'm not an audio guy whatsoever. I just have it for when I'm cruising or something like that, but I don't really know much about it. It's not really what I'm interested in. More interested in like horsepower, track stuff, things like that. But I wanted to make this just in case. And this Alpine CD player is good. I mean, have the two little 6.5s and then the little speakers behind the seats, and it works for what it is. Again, I'm not an audio guy. I don't know much about it, and it doesn't really do much for me, but this will work. Yeah, this will do. So, if you're new to the channel, guys, smash that subscribe, because I got a lot of stuff coming up with this. Actually, I got some big mods coming up with the S2000. Big mods coming up for that. And then, still haven't started yet on the E92, but I have some really cool things coming up for the E36. So, if you're new to the channel, guys, hit that subscribe. I hope to see you guys on the next video. Peace.